Hi, how's it going? I'm Holly, I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the general energies for last week of January. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me, and it's going to mean so much more to me after this post, and you'll see why in a second. But first things first, let's pick a winner for a free reading from me from last week's post, as promised. So here we go with that. And the winner is Michaela Sherman. Alright, so if the free winner could please email me, we could get that set up right away. So we're going to do things a little bit differently this week. So instead of doing twin flame energy readings, I'm going to do general energy readings. I'm going to do general readings for different groups, about 4 groups, and you're going to see the timestamps and short description of each group below. Pick what resonates. It's kind of like pick a card, but it's going to be groups, and it's going to be however spirit wants to do it, however many groups, what kind of group depends all on spirit. This is going to be heavily guided from my higher guidance. If you want to know why I'm doing this format this time around, let me know and I'll make a short, quick video explaining it. It directly has to do with my own twin flame journey and my whole spiritual journey in general. So I would love to explain it. I'd be really happy to if you would like to know. Otherwise, let's get right to it. What is going on for group number 1? What is going on for group number 1? Wow. Group number 1 is going somewhere, but you don't really know where. It's kind of like you walk through the door and you know you're supposed to. Like, you're supposed to walk through the door right now. You're supposed to do something new or choose a new path or start a new relationship, start a new career, or drastically change your life without knowing the results or how it's going to play out or where this road is going to lead you. And I feel like a lot of people from this group definitely have been feeling this, that like you've been leaving your old life behind and entering your new one, but it's been getting like closer and closer to you crossing that threshold. And I feel like a lot of you have just recently or are right now or will be very, very soon, like tomorrow or next week, crossing this threshold where it's a new life and there's no turning back. This is the new you, and it's like you can't see living life the way you used to or any other way anymore. This is moving forward and not turning back. Yeah, because I feel like some of you have been worried in the past, but now moving forward on this new path, it's like all your worries are gone, all your fears are gone. And hit this card, Queen of Cups. Definitely feeling like you're being guided to go this way. This is a gut feeling. This is following your heart, following your passion. This is something that's been kind of been showing to you for a while now. So I feel like for this group, this isn't something new. This is something that's been in the back of your mind or coming up for you a lot in the past few year even. You know, the seed was planted a few years ago or many months ago, year and a half, 6 months, 8 months ago. But I'm getting for most of you, this is like 2-3 years ago, you planted the seed, and now it's time to make that move. Now it's time to make that move. What else is going on for this group? Yeah, you will be successful because you are following your heart, you're following your passion, your desire, and so you will be successful, even though, and I think most of you know it though, actually. Most of you know that you will be successful, and it's kind of just taking the plunge, taking that step forward, making that change, making that decision, because the decision is ultimately up to you. But I feel like you do make the decision. You know this is the right decision for you. You know you're going the right way. What is this in regards to? What is this in regards to? Making a choice. Okay, so for a lot of you, you have been going back and forth on making this decision for a very long time. And it's kind of like you take the plunge, you just go for it. Maybe you plan to do this later this year or next year, or you're gonna kind of just see how things go with the changes you've made recently. But I feel like Spirit is telling you it's go time. It's your decision. We can't force you to do anything, but you know that if you make this decision, that there's a win in it for you. You know it's going to work out for you. So go for it. You've already put in so much energy and effort. This is the results. This is the rewards. This is the abundance of all the little things that you've been doing. So I feel like for this group, you've been putting in a lot of work with little things. Maybe improving your health, and then working on your relationships with your friends or coworkers. Been kind of working on your charisma, or your writing skills, or your speaking skills, or forcing yourself to try new creative ventures, learning how to sew, learning how to use Photoshop, learning how to draw, learning how to play an instrument. I feel like you've been doing little things here and there, but it was ultimately like you kind of didn't know how it was going to all form together. But there's one idea that you had, one idea from way back in the day where you want to do this eventually, but you've grown and you worked on yourself enough to finally make the decision, to finally make the call, knowing that you will succeed because you are the person that you wanted to be, that you hoped and wished you could be. You're finally that person. You could finally make this decision and succeed in this choice. Wow. A lot of you in this group do not realize it, but it's funny because sometimes you don't realize how making a move in career could relate to your romantic life, but making this kind of choice, taking this kind of risk, seriously, just going for it, doing what you know is right for you, your highest and best path, making the call, going for it, is also going to bring in romantic love. And this is kind of crazy because it's kind of like a side effect of you going after what you really want and making the choice and finally making that call. It's like finally making that call is telling this universe, signaling to the universe that like, bring in that romance, bring in that partner, bring in that one, because they're ready for it. If they had the courage to go after what they really want, make that decision, then they're mature enough to handle a relationship that matches this kind of maturity, that matches this high vibration. So that is for their highest and best good. They deserve it. They're ready for it. So if you can't, sometimes you can't see that like these choices are interrelated. Oh my goodness, yeah. They're gonna come to you. Like it's really weird. It's like as soon as you make the decision, they're like knocking on your door. It's like it happens almost immediately. It's like once you push that wheel and get it going, all this beautiful abundance starts to flow. And for this group, it's that perfect person that is meant for you right now comes through as soon as you make the decision to follow through on. This is related to soul mission, career. It's kind of tough. It's like taking a risk financially. Like, will it work out? Will it make me money? Will this have stability in behind it? It's that kind of decision. Oh wow. So I'm getting that like because I guess your creative juice is flowing, spirit is bringing in more inspiration for your creativity, including romance. So not only is this new choice and decision you make going to be exciting and allow you to open up your channels of creativity of who you are and being able to express that, it's going to allow you to mirror that back to you by giving you a romantic interest that is kind of tailor-made for you, because you'll be able to see and shine that light towards that person and have that person shine it back to you using your creativity, being uniquely you, because life is an art. And if you make the decisions to creatively form your life, the universe is going to give you more opportunities to shine your light that is uniquely yours, including with someone that can mirror that back to you. All right, group number 2. What's going on for group number 2? Oh, wow. Okay. All right, first of all, Knight of Pentacles in hand. So you have some sort of opportunity that you've been holding close to your heart. This is something you've been working on for a very long time. This had slow growth. This is something that you've been kind of slowly putting money in the bank for, slowly saving up for, slowly working towards. Maybe it's taking classes in order to get this degree, or taking some training so you can, get this position. Taking steps to be healthy so you could have that awesome bod that you want. Yeah, I think this is something for you. This is something you've been working on for yourself, and I feel like it's time to make it rain. It's time to reap the rewards, see the results, and see all this beautiful abundance come through for the hard work you've been putting in, slow and steady. So I feel like for this group, this is something that you've been working on within yourself. I feel like this for this group, it's money. It's definitely money related, or related to major financial assets, or your home. Oh, yep, the 6. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, the 6 of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so okay, all right. Someone's gonna get a lot of money, and very, very soon, and it's been a long time coming. I feel like you hit the jackpot. This is wow, this is very beautiful. This is because you've been putting in so much effort on something else physical. So I feel like this person has been either saving money for like a loved one, like saving money for their child's school, or to help out their parents, or helping out a sibling or another family member or close friend. Like you've been saving up money to help someone else. I also get this could be a person that has been working out, and sometimes they don't really stick with it, but this time they stuck it out and they really, really pushed forward. This is both like eating healthy and working out, exercising, doing yoga, stretching, going out for walks, or whatever. You stuck with it through these last few months, and it's been kind of a long process, maybe for the last few years. I'm getting 1 or 2 years. Like you tried it 2 years ago, and you tried it again a year ago, and this time you really, like, you've been working on like what is right for you and what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And this is also for the person that has been realizing that money energy is basically another form of love energy, and has been not afraid to spend money in order to get money, if you catch my drift. Like you spend as if you have enough, because you know that the universe will always provide. So for these few people, I feel like there's a huge financial flow coming your way, and it's because you've been implementing these great practices in the physical, for physical energies. Your body and health, if you were saving money, it was for someone else, to help someone else or to help an organization. And for those that have not been stingy with their money and realize that money is a flow of energy, you know, it comes in, it comes out, and, you know, uses it when it's necessary, doesn't abuse it, doesn't abuse the energy, doesn't abuse money and spending, but always feels like you have enough, feeling like you're always abundant. For this group, you're getting a huge influx of money, like spring, early summer. So I'm getting, this is like within like a few months, within like 3 to 6 months, this money is going to rain. It's going to rain on you. Like, this is like, you did not expect this kind of comeback. You expected it to get reciprocated for your hard work, but I don't think you I don't think you expected it to be reciprocated like 2, 3 fold, 5, 6, 7. This is a lot. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of, like, you can buy a new house with this money, like, if you wanted. This is a lot of money. Okay, I think what came for this person in order for this financial flow to come in is to cut off someone that was kind of sucking your energy up. This could be a romantic interest that wasn't really anything. It could have been just someone that was just surface level relationship, you know, someone that you were dating but not casually, but weren't really interested. You guys weren't really interested in each other. It could be that you cut off someone that was acting childish and you couldn't, you just were too high vibe to deal with that. It could be a child. It could be someone acting like a child, someone who is being greedy. Just cutting off that energy, because it's like they were pretending like they're showing love, like, I love you so much, like, I care for you, you're my family, you're my friend, you're my this person. And it's like, not really. Like, you're just pretending to be that person to me. Like, you're really just sucking up my energy. Like, because you severed those ties is another reason why you're getting this financial flow, is because you did it on your own. You cut this person off knowing that it wasn't for your highest and best good. Even though it might have been tough, because this person might be like actually in your circle and close to you, or was in your circle, or pretended to be in your circle. This person is not good. They're cute though. Yeah. This person is not heartbroken. Don't worry about it. Whoever it is, if you're casually dating someone, if you feel bad that you cut this person off, don't worry about it. They have no hard feelings either. They don't even really care. Okay. Anything else for this group? Oh, wow. The Lover's card and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Again, similar to the first group, you might not realize it, but making good decisions that allowed you to reap these rewards that are coming to fruition. There's another good opportunity coming in for you. On top of the money and wealth, physical wealth that's coming to you, you have another opportunity coming to you. Again, because the universe feels like you are ready for it. But this group, however, is going to be a little bit stressed out with this choice, because I feel like this group, in making that decision to cut this person out, whoever it is, it was a really tough decision for you. And although you've been working on yourself, when it comes to love, or when it comes to making choice in terms of your passions, because you've been working on yourself, you know, you've been doing well there, taking care of things that need to be taken care of. You're really responsible. But when it comes to taking that extra step and making a choice and making a step into your highest, best life path, which might be choosing a new career, choosing a new job, choosing to date someone who is on your level, to moving somewhere that you know is more your scene and more where more of like-minded people are, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time making this decision because, making this decision to cut this person off was already hard, and now you have another big choice, something you always wanted to do, something you love, but it is freaking you out a little bit. Yeah, because you don't know if it's the right decision to make. You're confused. You don't know if you have enough information. Can we get some advice on this? Okay, so when you get a lot of this abundance, when you get a lot of this money or this really expensive new thing that kind of, can set you for life kind of thing, or, set you up for a while, I feel like whenever you get this like huge amount of physical abundance come in, it kind of flips your world upside down. You might need to be careful. People might want to have you around for the wrong reasons. I feel like it kind of skews your view of the world, and you're kind of second guessing everything now, and you want to continue with this high vibrational abundance flow, and now if an opportunity comes that might be really good, you're kind of second guessing it, and is this really good for me, or is this gonna cut off my flow? Like, what do I do? Yeah, this opportunity is gonna come right as you're receiving all that abundance, and you're gonna go through a period where you're gonna look at, is it worth moving forward, or am I good where I am right now? Okay, we're gonna go with group 3. Wow, okay, right off the bat. So group 3 is automatically is having issues with romance. Group 3 is automatically, having some sort of issue. Maybe there's some sort of conflict, an argument with a loved one. You could be in a relationship with this person, or this could just be a romantic interest, but you are in communication and there's some sort of conflict going on. And it's kind of worrisome because you don't know if this person's gonna leave, or you don't know if you should leave, and you're kind of worried that this person might leave, and because of this fight or because of this argument, and it seems like it's not something of significance. I feel like this conflict or fight you have is kind of just a lot of quick heated energy. Like, this was just because there's some sexual frustration, or like, did you just like me for my looks, or it was kind of really fast, you met really quick, and then you found out that you guys aren't really compatible, and things went sour, and you guys got trying to hold on to each other, but you guys know that you're not compatible. But I feel like it's really heated, it's really quick. It's like, wow, we just started to get to know each other, and now all of a sudden we're fighting. Or this could be someone that you've been with for a while, and it's just like, how is it that just one small argument turns this into a relationship that might be, no more anymore. For the group that someone is that you've been together for a while, they might have gotten an offer from someone else. Okay, so yes, this person might have gotten an offer from someone else, and this person, they're not like the real deal, like they're not mature in love, but they offered either you or your partner this dream. Like, they're selling you or your partner, it's like you or vice versa, right? A dream, it's like selling someone a dream. It's like, I can give you the life you want. Like, we're more compatible than you and them. Like, we can definitely have the life that you've always wanted. Like, I can make that happen for you, or we seem like we are more similar and we can have that life, But I feel like this person is just selling false promises, like it looks good now, and it could be a good temporary relationship, but ultimately it's not. Ultimately, you know, even if you don't want to admit it, that this person is, you know, just want someone for the night, or just want someone for the moment, or, you know, because they're lonely or something like that. So you know that this person, whether it's for you or your partner, this person is just not real. Like, they're not looking for something serious or committed. They just want something right now because they're lonely, and they're gonna sell you that dream because they feel that way. Whoever is the quick-tempered one, whether it's you or your partner, I feel like that person is very remorseful. They feel kind of guilty that they kind of lashed out at the other person, and they kind of know, or you kind of know, it was in the heat of the moment, you know? It was in the heat of the moment, like they're frustrated, they didn't know how to deal with that confusion, and they just kind of let it out, and they know it wasn't right. It wasn't the right way to do it or handle it. Yeah, I feel like there's someone else involved, and either you're figuring this out, or they're figuring this out, or if you guys were kind of like already separating, you guys kind of are having an easier time talking about it. Like, you know, I didn't really think that I was gonna I didn't really think that we weren't gonna last, but, you know, I've been trying to see other people now. Or if you guys are just recently have come together, it's like you guys know that you guys are both dating other people, and it's kind of coming up in conversation now. And I'm getting that, like, it sucks, but you kind of knew. You had a hint, but you didn't want to really see it. You didn't really want to believe it. Even as this relationship started, or even as you approach this point of your relationship, you kind of knew it was the beginning of the end. Like, it ended before it even started. Like, before even this lash out happened, you kind of knew. I think you both kind of knew, like, this is just kind of the beginning of the end of this. Okay, Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's, you're kind of hoping to, you know, have another suitor, have another love interest, and you might be blaming the other person for seeing other people, but you're kind of hoping to also be with someone else, or get an offer, or get asked out by someone else too. You might be not telling them, and they might be opening up to you about it, but you're kind of like, oh, even though they have someone that's like kind of interested in them, I kind of been wanting and hoping and wishing that someone else would come to me too. Yeah, this is unstable. This whole relationship with this person is kind of like the foundations are breaking. You guys are both realizing that. It's been happening for a little bit now, and it's just kind of the beginning of the end of this this relationship that really isn't a good relationship to begin with. Yeah, you're just gonna have to gain the courage to do what it takes so another love interest could come in. All right, we're on to group number 4 now. Let's see what's going on with this group. All right, okay, the Lovers and the Page of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay, so this group is off on a romantic adventure. This is just the start. This is just the beginning. I feel like I got the Sun and the Hanged Man. Yeah, I feel like this was a long time coming, that this decision. Yeah, wow. So we have the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. I feel like this this decision is finally made. I feel like here the Lovers card is, the female here is facing the same way as the Page of Wands, and the male here is making the same facial expression as the King of Wands here. So I feel like one person was already like ready for romance to enter their life. They were already excited. They've been like brushing up on their flirt game, and they've been kind of preparing their life for love to enter. I feel like this other person finally sees this other person that's been kind of flirting with them or has left space in their life for them. All right, so for this group, I feel like there's been a connection between two people, and one person has been open for this connection, for this romance to start and to blossom, and the other person is finally on board. This is finally happening. This other person finally gets it, sees the bigger picture, and is more on board and more set and ready for it than actually the person who wanted this all along. Oh wow. Yeah, because this isn't, I feel this isn't an immature offer or opportunity. This isn't someone who is thinking short term. This person can definitely see it working out long term. This person doesn't want to offer something little. I feel like in the past it was just a small offer. It might have been just, one date, or just friends, or something very casual or short term. And I feel like this person isn't 100% to a more mature offer than it was last time, but they're almost there. Like, they're working towards it. So at this time, they can talk to you and think about how this relationship could work, and kind of be on board to be more serious about this connection, and be more willing to have it be long term. And even though they're not already there to offer this big romantic gesture, they are working their way up to it. All they know is that they weren't who they were before when they offered only that small romantic gesture in the past. Okay, yeah, so this is in the works. So this is already happening. This person already knows that they want to work on building up enough rapport with you, enough of a strong connection, a strong bond with you, so they can and will get to that point of offering you that big romantic gesture. And they're going to start by entertaining these ideas. What does our future look like? What would living together look like? What would combining families look like, or starting a family look like, or traveling with you look like, or life with you look like? What would it look like? What would it be? I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to think about it. I'm ready to be more serious about it. Yeah, because they've already kind of made the decision to, like, they want something long term, and they want something more serious, and they kind of already made a decision, but they haven't made that decision. It's not a concrete, like, yes, this is the one and I want them, and we're going to be married, we're going to have kids, or we're going to combine families, or we're going to live out the rest of our lives together. It's like they're interested, they're in it, and now they're just going to work through it with you to see if it is viable, if it is something that can be possible between the two of you. Oh wow, okay. This person doesn't want to lose this chance, this opportunity. They feel like this kind of love, this kind of opportunity, it does not come around often. I feel like this person might have lost out on this opportunity. They might have felt like they almost lost out on this opportunity before with you, or before with another love interest that they were so set was like the one. So they realize that someone like you doesn't come around many times in a lifetime, you know, maybe once or twice, but like it's like they're worried that they might miss the opportunity. So they're in it, but they're being kind of realistic about it. They're like, I want something serious and long term with this person. I'm probably gonna choose them, but they want to make sure that, like, yeah, I want to make sure that like we're compatible, that this is something we both want, that this is something that could work, and like they want to be 100% sure before they make that decision final. Yeah, I feel like right now all they can offer you is the promise that they can get to know you better, that they can grow this relationship, that they can put their whole heart and soul into this connection and see where it goes. But that's all they could offer. They can't offer more than that, except that they are serious about it. They're willing to put all of themselves into it and to see it grow and to see how it goes. But that's all they can promise, that they'll give it a chance, a real, true chance. Okay, this person doesn't mind being alone. Like, this person's like, I'd rather choose the right person or no person at all. Like, I'd rather be alone than choose the wrong person and be with the wrong person. Like, I think this person is mature enough. Like, they seem really like mature and secure in themselves and who they are and what they want in their life. They know what they want. They're like, I'd rather be alone than choose the wrong person. And they're okay with that. They probably had relationships in the past where they're like, wow, I'd rather be alone than with this crazy person, right? Yeah. Yep. I feel like they might have had a relationship in the past, like, phew, like I almost got locked down with the wrong person and had a miserable life. But they're completely fine not having company, like not being with someone. Like, this person is like not worried about it. It doesn't stress them out. It doesn't keep them up at night. Like, whether they're single or in a loving partnership, like obviously they don't want to miss out on a loving partnership. That's like, you're lucky if you can get that in life, right? But they're not too worried about it if they don't find the one, because they're okay being by themselves. Anything else? Okay, this is for some of you, I feel like this person would have to move, or you would have to move in order for this connection to continue growing in the future, in the near future. This might be like a long distance, or, you know, enough distance between the two of you that you kind of would need to be closer in order for this to become more serious. And I feel like this person has moved for someone before, or you have maybe moved for someone before. So it's kind of like, you know, unless it's serious, I'm not gonna pack everything up and buy a new place or rent a new place. Like, I want to be sure this time, you know. Yeah, they're willing to move, but they've done this before. Like, they've moved for the sake of finding a romantic partner or for another romantic partner in the past, and it was difficult. It was something hard to deal with. And this is the end of the reading. They have the strength to kind of go through this again with another love interest, but they're playing it safe. They're like, I'd rather take one step back before taking like a million steps forward and end up breaking my heart again. I'm going to do this correctly. But they have this strength and courage to go after love again, and that's what's important here. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I would love any feedback you have. It means so much to me. I'm Natalia, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.